Are we all Laodicea, the lukewarm church? Let's talk about it. Laodicea is the last church mentioned in the book of Revelation, and they are in trouble because they're not on fire, they're not cold, they're just lukewarm. Many people like to say that we are only Laodicea because we are in the end of the age, the last age. But there's many different types of churches, and some of them have elements from each of these churches. That's why it's important to know what those elements are. If you look at this map closely, you'll notice that the churches are in the same order as they are written in the book of Revelation. They're also joined by a circular road. This imagery is really important to understand because a person could walk this road through all the churches around and around over time. This is an olive press, and it is a wheel within a wheel. Have you ever heard that before? It's mentioned in Ezekiel. A wheel within a wheel is a way of illustrating biblical prophecy. It's the bigger wheel contains a smaller wheel, that they look the same and they fit together. So it's the pattern within the pattern. You'll notice when you read scripture that you'll often see the same themes repeating over and over and over again, and same cycles repeating over and over again. Just like the 7 churches, we have 7 biblical feasts. Now, these are a cycle that we go through every single year. It is a wheel of time that goes through every single year. The 7 churches line up with the 7 feasts. So as we're walking through the 7 feasts every single year, it's like we're walking that circular road. As we walk through the feasts in both the spring and the fall, we are pressing ourselves, much like the olive on that olive press. We're pressing through the word, and we're making sure that our walk is aligning with the word, and we're removing all the impurities. This cycle presses the impurities out of us, and the warnings from the churches of Revelation shows us where those impurities tend to be. Just like the parable of the maidens and the lamps, we want to keep our oil pressed and ready at all times. And we press that oil by walking this road through the feasts and checking ourselves, making sure that we're not being warned. In the parable of the maidens, the wise maidens had pressed their oil. Their lamps were full of oil because they had taken the time to make sure that they were ready. The foolish maidens didn't have enough oil. They hadn't pressed enough. So they ran out of oil when things were still really dark. This is not the time to be sleeping. It is definitely time to press your oil every day.